Hey guys, it's Alex again. Welcome back to my channel and to today's video. It's a very special one. So we're going to talk about how it is to live here in Germany. It's going to be a two-part video. On the one side, 10 things that I love about living here. On the other side, 10 things that I hate about living here. A very interesting topic in my opinion. But first, let me introduce myself. So my name is Alex. I'm 19 years old. I was born here in Germany. In Bonn actually, and my family is from Ukraine, so I grew up with a lot of different influences. I had the Ukrainian culture, the German culture, and me in between. I grew up learning multiple languages, and I feel like generally I have a pretty unique perspective on life here in Germany. And yeah, as I said, it's a two-part video. Let's see which part you saw first. Let's go. So we're heading off to my little walk. The sun is slowly starting to come out. I'm really happy. And yeah, this part is the 10 things that I love about living here. And the first thing already is I love how walkable it is. So I just left my home. We're in the neighborhood park here in my area. I love how green it is. I love that I can walk anywhere. Name any spot in my city, I will find a way to walk there. It might take 1 hour plus, but it's possible, and it's pretty much like that anywhere in Europe. But I just feel like it's such a privilege to be able to walk out. You don't need a bike, you don't need a car, you don't need a bus, not a train, nothing. You just start walking and you will find a way. There's streets, it's safe. And for example, I spent a year in the US, and I remember I was out with a bike. It was a super small town in Michigan. I was on the bike lane, whatever, the pedestrian side, and it just stopped in the middle of the street. Boom, nothing. I couldn't go anywhere. There was just a car street, and I feel like generally the US is very built around cars. So this is the thing about Europe. I just love walking. I love walking around, and this is the first thing that I love about here. So the second thing that I really love about living here in Germany is its central location in Europe. I think it's insane how many countries Germany is bordering. Let me think about it. So we have Denmark, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, France, Switzerland, Austria, Czechia, Poland, and I think that's it. And Italy is like super close there, not directly bordering if I'm mistaken. But yeah, basically, I just love it. It's a really good place to have a base in Europe. You can go very easily everywhere. And I just really like it. I have traveled to 28 countries so far. I'm gonna have my 29th at the end of March. Stay tuned where I'm going. And my 30th, I'm gonna visit shortly before my birthday in May. And living in Germany has definitely had a huge impact on my travel history. It's just super easy. You just go around the border and mark your destination. And yeah, just generally, I feel like we have a lot of good train connections going out of the country, like Interrail. You can do a lot of traveling with dads, and so some good flights. Generally, I would say flights out of Germany are kind of expensive, but still, let's say I really love the central location, and let's move on to the next point. Ooh, so it's getting pretty cold and windy, but the third thing that I really love or appreciate about Germany is the free or affordable healthcare. So since I'm little, I've never had to worry about anything. Whatever I needed to get done would get done. I remember when I was like 8 or something, I fell on my face while riding a bike, and I chipped my tooth here. Actually, it's again a little bit chipped, but we don't worry about that. And I remember there was no worries, you know. We went to the dentist, they fixed everything up, and I never had to worry about anything in the healthcare area. Also giving birth, which when you turn a bit older, you think about, do you want to have kids? Don't you want to have kids? And it's just very nice to know that I can afford having a baby in Germany. For example, I watch a lot of videos from the US, also on Instagram. You just see them sometimes, women sharing their experience and their bills, and it's just a thing that really needs to be appreciated. Obviously, there are some countries where some things are managed better. There's always room for improvement, but I'm definitely really grateful for the healthcare here. So I found myself a little coffee, and the fourth thing that I love about living here in Germany is the nature. I was just walking around in the city. Now I turned into what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. The area in between houses. I just wanted to sit down here real quick and enjoy my coffee in peace, because it can get pretty loud in this city. So basically, courtyard. courtyard. I really love the nature here in Germany, especially in Düsseldorf. We have the Rhine River, and yeah, I just like it. It feels like a country that's not too industrial. You always have some pieces that are green. We have the mountains in the south, we have the sea in the north. Bavaria is also really known for its beautiful nature. I personally haven't explored too much. When I was younger, I did some trips with my parents, but I don't really remember. But yeah, definitely on my bucket list to explore a little bit of Germany's beauty. I feel like people overlook it sometimes, but it's definitely a thing that I love about living here. I don't feel like it's a concrete jungle. It does have a lot of nature aspects. So the fifth thing that I love about living here in Germany is a bit ironic because I just mentioned the nature, but I really enjoy the Autobahn here in Germany, which is pretty much the highway. I like that we have no speed limit, just it's really fun. You can sit in the car, go up to 250 kilometers and you're still the slow guy on the lane. It's just super, super fun. And I mean, I don't have a fast car yet, but eventually, like, it also makes traveling so much more efficient. Like, for example, you can drive down to Italy way faster. My boyfriend's family lives there, so we, with our car, take usually a bit longer. But I can just imagine, like, have a fast car, drive super fast. I mean, this is also a big part of German culture. Their cars, their automobile industry. It's really, really cool. And it's definitely a thing that I admire. I would like to go to like a Porsche museum or a BMW museum, BMW, we say in Germany. But yeah, Autobahn is pretty cool here. And the sixth thing I love about living in Germany is the love for sports. I just feel like it's so fun. It makes you feel like part of a community, like soccer, basketball, you name it. Oh, really quickly, such a beautiful building. I'm in the area of the Medienhafen right now. I tried to say it with an English accent, whatever. In Düsseldorf, as I said, and the buildings here are really pretty. Whatever, I'm getting distracted. Soccer is huge here, Fußball, football, whatever you want to call it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it's really cute. Like, all of the people come together and watch the European Championships or whatever, and it just makes you feel like part of a community. It's really, really cute, and I really, really like it, especially for me. I used to be a basketball kid, so also like the national basketball team is pretty fun to watch. And just in general, that sport has, losing my voice, such an important role in the culture here. Thumbs up, I like it a lot. And so the seventh thing I love about living in Germany is the opportunity for education. So on the one side, of course, everything leading up to university is pretty decent. I wasn't the biggest fan of high school, but it's good for what it is. But the fact that university is free here is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not using this opportunity yet. Maybe I will never do. I feel like I have a pretty interesting perspective on studying. I have two older brothers. None of them went to university. Both are really, really successful and big role models for me. If you're seeing this, hi, I love you guys. And yeah, so I have no pressure from my family to like study and become a doctor or anything like that, which I'm really grateful for. But if I wanted to study, it's free and I don't have to go into huge debt like in the US, for example, or also many other countries. The fact that I could just sign up into almost any public university here in Germany and acquire a pretty good degree, definitely worth appreciating. So I just had a little headache, so I got myself a little snack from Penny, which is here. I saw it, I was like, let's walk in. And the eighth thing that I love about Germany is its bread. Obviously, this is not the bread that I'm talking about, but still, we have a lot of different options, especially the bakeries. I feel like it's super fun. There's always something new, super fresh. And yeah, I mean, it's bread. Not much to say about bread, but in comparison to other countries, my head hurts so much. I need a break. And so we have made it to the Rhine. That's the beautiful nature I'm talking about. Back there we have the old town, and here we have the Medienhafen. Also really beautiful, like sun rays coming through the clouds. Looks really epic right now. Just really enjoying the fresh air. But yeah, I think ninth thing I love about living in Germany is actually the minimum wage. You earn pretty good money here without any qualifications. It's 12.81 an hour, if I'm not mistaken. I earn a bit more than that. But yeah, if you're just coming out of school, you have no qualifications, you can jump in as a waiter, you can jump in retail, jump in wherever you want. The boss, the employer has to pay you the minimum wage, and you have a certain security, you know. And obviously from job to job it's different, but for example, I used to work at Uniqlo, at the Japanese clothing store, and like a full-time worker there would make around 2K after taxes a month. That's pretty good money, I'd say. You can make something out of that. And in comparison to Germany, my boyfriend is from Italy. I remember him telling me stories where he would earn like 4, 5, 6, 7 euros an hour. And the boss kind of like gambled with your salary. I don't know how to say that, but you know, he, like the employer in other countries in Europe, doesn't really have a obligation to pay you a certain salary an hour. They kind of don't really care about that in other countries. So I feel like in Germany, we are pretty lucky to start off with that salary, and you can grow from there. So my phone is at 1%. I think it's freezing right now, and so am I. But we have a beautiful background here. Look at how dramatic that looks. And also in front of me we have the Medienhafen. Oh, my hair is so messy. Wait, I show you in a second. Ta-da! I really like walking around here. So the last thing why I love Germany is its potential. So I feel like so many things have been happening. I mean, I'm also growing up, I'm paying attention more to it. I grew up here, I was a bit younger, you know, and now I'm turning 20 soon. I'm paying attention to my surroundings, you know. I feel like a lot of cafes are opening up, a lot of startups are coming here. Also, I used to live in Bonn. I feel like Bonn is evolving so much. Düsseldorf is evolving. I feel like Germany has a great potential to be really, really cool, but there's just so many things that are a mess. If you want to know what, look into my 10 things I hate about living in Germany video. Just overall, like, it could be so perfect to live here on the one side. On the other side, I feel really not fulfilled living here, and I have like this huge wanderlust, and like I want to leave and go out of my comfort zone and explore new places. And who knows, maybe after seeing the world I decide to come back here. Maybe I settle down somewhere else. But I feel like the next 10 years are really crucial for Germany, and it's gonna show which path it's gonna go down. It could like thrive or it could collapse. So yeah, on that note, let's finish today's video. I'm really happy that my phone is still alive. I hope you enjoyed my 10 things I love about Germany. Don't forget to check out the 10 things that I hate about Germany. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Please remember to be kind, you know, it's just my opinion. And yeah, see you again next one.